What if I could tell you that technology didn't just improve our way of life, it changed how we live in society? Technology has changed a lot of things like medicine, surfing, and even dating. But could technology change how people see things and their opinions? For example, anything. When you scroll through YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat, you've had to have seen someone make an opinion about something you didn't know about or didn't have a lot of information about. Then decided, yeah, I feel the same way. Or they could use technology like Google to look up that subject and find more about it and think, no, I don't feel the same way about this with that person. Now think about that, but with voting. For example, like the applications I talked about before, like YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and especially Twitter in this particular subject. Social medias are affecting people's lives every day. When you're just trying to find something on YouTube to watch for breakfast or on Snapchat and seeing that your friends aren't hanging out with you, with social media, it does have an impact. But why? Why am I telling you this stuff? Why am I giving you all this information that I'm just giving background about social media? Well, I'm going to be talking about how social media changed the 2016 election. So, how did social media change the 2016 election? And what effects came from it, and what can we learn from it? Well, let's give some history on the subject. What was the first social media site? The first form of social media was called 6 Degrees. It was founded in May 1997 by a man named Andrew Winreach, and was the CEO of the platform. Based in New York City, 6 Degrees had about 100 employees with about 3,500,000 users on the platform. The platform got its name 6 Degrees from the 6 degrees of separation concept. The 6 degrees of separation concept is the idea that everything is only 6 feet or lesser steps away. Then in 1999, 6 Degrees was reportedly sold for $125 million. Well, 6 Degrees in its short lifetime of 2 years was an early concept or idea to start what social media could be. You can actually look up www.6degrees.com and still find it's still there, and you can still sign up for it too. Fast forward through MySpace, Facebook, Yahoo, and Twitter, you'll start to see what social media was turning out to be, forming into something, a website that connects everyone together. Why is that important? Well, humans by life are always talkative. It's how we communicate. It's how we express our emotions. And with the sounds with that, we memorize. Now, we're getting into the fun stuff. Opinions. Rule of thumb on the internet is that your opinion doesn't matter, but that still hasn't stopped candidates and people from doing so. So, meet Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton.
Email, my emails, that emails, personal emails.
Their heated election is the reason why social media was so prominent in it. Now, to ask the question again, how did social media affect the 2016 election? Well, because social media was super mainstream at the time. Statistics show that in 2016, social media usage in the United States had shot up to 78% in 2016, and in 2015 having 73%. So, as you can tell, social media was rising quite fast. Why is that important? Well, as any good candidate would do, they would voice their opinions and what they would be doing for the country. And what a better way than doing it than on social media. Now, there are a lot to choose from expressing ideals on websites. They could use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Yes, YouTube is a social media platform. Don't fight me on this. It is. Now, with Trump and Hillary having a selection of all these great platforms, but one really stuck out with Trump, Twitter. Now you can't say, but what about Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook? Well, because he had more followers. Like a lot more followers. His YouTube channel had 110,000 subscribers, Instagram 5.6 million, Facebook 20.4 million, and Twitter having 24 million followers, so you can see why. And it's not to say that these other social media sites didn't help him. They actually did, and he's admitted it too.
Do you ever feel like sometimes some of your unscripted tweets, your unscripted comments get in the way of the larger message? I've spoken with a lot of supporters of yours, and while they love the policies, they say, we feel like we're always defending something that he said that he didn't really mean to say that way. Do you think that's getting in the way of your agenda and the overall message? You need the bully pulpit to tell the American people why tax reform is important.
It's such an interesting question because I have friends that say, oh, don't use social media. See, I don't call it tweets. Tweeting is like a typewriter. When I put it out, you put it immediately on your show. I mean, the other day I put something out, 2 seconds later I'm watching your show, it's up. Donald Trump is...
We're watching your Twitter feed.
Okay, and they're well crafted. I was always a good student. I'm like a person that does well with that kind of thing. And I doubt I'd be here if it weren't for social media, to be honest with you, because there is a fake media out there. I get treated very unfairly by the media, and I have a tremendous platform. I think I have 125 million people between Twitter and Instagram and all of them, and Facebook. I have a tremendous platform.
So
when somebody says something about me, I'm able to go bing, 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 and I take care of it. The other way, I'd never be able to get the word out. I had a big rally. We were in Texas for something, and then I went back unfortunately for the hurricanes. A woman was standing there, thousands and thousands of people, but one woman was sitting there, keep tweeting, it matters. It's sort of an interesting, I really believe, and I call it social media.
Yeah, it's not just the tweeting. Tweeting is good. I mean, having that direct relationship. It's just tweeting about other subjects other than the message that you really want to focus on.
You have to keep people interested also. You have to keep people interested. But social media, without social media, I'm not sure that I would be here talking. I probably would not be here talking.
We're just going to mostly focus on Twitter because there's evidence that he actually posts there with his own opinions, and also the design of Twitter being text-based instead of being photo and video-based. Yes, Hillary Clinton did use social media, but very minimally, and actually spent more time on advertising and spent $1.2 billion on her campaign. By her actually not moving to social media with this generation and advertising her opinions, she actually set her own death in the campaign race. Honestly, if Hillary Clinton did use social media like Trump did, I think, without a doubt, she would have won. Why do I think she would have won, you asked? Well, here's why. In America, the largest age group is 18 to 34, which are defined as millennials. Millennials take about 75.4 million people in that age range, and second to that is baby boomers with ages ranging to 51 to 69. From a survey done in the third quarter of 2014, it showed that a majority of users from ages 16 to 24, 25 to 34 dominated social media, with having 60% millennial age group taking over Twitter. With Trump actively tweeting, he must have spent a whole lot of money on Facebook ads and such. Actually, no. Surprisingly, Trump only spent about $66.1 million. That's a huge difference. So that would make it so Trump and Hillary had about $1,133,900,000. It's a lot of money. With Trump tweeting either absurd or logical things, he would get a lot of press. 92% of CNN airtime was spent on Trump stories during his campaign. Even if Hillary Clinton did do just as many commercials as she did in the campaign, she still won't have one. On YouTube, Hulu, and other streaming platforms usually have 1-minute ads you can skip all the time. But social media? No. Social media is the news for people. 62% of US adults get their news from social media. People in this day and age, everyone knows they're attracted to their phones. They can't lie about it. A survey in the Time Mobility poll said that 84% of people said they could not go a single day without their phones. Now, in the 21st century, technology is now affecting us more than ever. But now I ask you, Do you think that technology didn't just improve our way of life, but it changed how we live in society?